So our next question, the photoelectric cutoff voltage in a certain experiment is 1.5 volt. What is the maximum kinetic energy of a photoelectron emitted? Okay, so here we want to calculate a maximum kinetic energy. Already given that a cutoff voltage, so that's value is 1.5 volt. By using this value we want to calculate a kinetic energy. So given data, so stopping potential, so cutoff voltage means a stopping potential, its value 1.5 volt. Yes, and here we want to calculate kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is equal to question mark. You already know that formula. So kinetic energy is equal to EV naught. So this reason here the kinetic energy, maximum kinetic energy is equal to E, it means a charge on electron, so that's one is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb into already given that stopping potential, so that's one is 1.5 volt. Yes, so this reason the kinetic energy is equal to 2.4 into 10 power minus 19 joule. Yes, 2.4 into 10 power minus 19 joule. Okay, so this value converted into electron volt. So here joule is there. So this reason we want to convert so this energy in electron volts. So this reason dividing by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, then joule it is converted to electron volt. So this reason here the kinetic energy value 2.4 into 10 power minus 19 joule and divided by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb electron volt. So this reason, so finally we will get the kinetic energy is equal to 1.5 electron volt. Okay, we consider that next problem. The work function for a certain metal is 4.2 electron volt. Will this metal gives a photoelectric emission for incident radiation of a wavelength 330 nanometer? Okay, so calculate, the work function for a certain metal is 4.2 electron volt. Okay, so work function, we consider that 4.2 electron volt. The next one, will this metal gives photoelectric emission? Okay, so here we want to calculate energy. It means photoelectric emission. So photoelectric emission. So photoelectric emission is equal to question mark, and here given that a wavelength value, so 330 nanometer, so lambda is equal to 330 nanometer. So nano, it means 330 into 10 power minus 9 meter. Okay, here energy of incident photon. Why? Because so here we want to calculate a photoelectric emission, it means energy. So energy of incident photon. So this reason energy of incident photon E is equal to hc divided by lambda. Why? Because E is equal to h nu, E is equal to h nu, then nu is equal to c by lambda. Yes, so this reason here we consider that E is equal to hc by lambda. Okay, and here E is equal to, okay, h means a Planck constant, so that's one is 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 into c 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by wavelength 330 into 10 power minus 9. Why? Because a nanometer is there. Okay, so simplify this equation. So after simplification, we will get 6.027 into 10 power minus 19 joule. Okay, so energy we will get in joule. So this one converted into electron volt, it means divided by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Okay, so E is equal to 6.027 into 10 power minus 19 divided by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So this one converted to electron volt. So dividing, then simplification, this 6.0, it means we will get 3.767 electron volt. Okay, so next problem. A 100-watt sodium lamp radiates energy uniformly in all direction. The lamp is located at the center of the large sphere that absorbs all sodium light which is incident on it. The wavelength of a sodium light is 589 nanometer. So here we want to calculate, first one is what is the energy per photon associated with the sodium light, and the second one, what rate are the photons delivered to the sphere. It means suppose here we consider that a 100 volt sodium lamp. Okay, so here, so this one is a sodium lamp. Okay, 100 watt sodium lamp radiates energy uniformly in all directions. So this lamp emits a radiation in all direction. The lamp is located at the center of the large sphere. Suppose here we consider that, so this one is one sphere is there, and this lamp is present at center of the sphere. And sodium light which is incident on it, it means located at a center of a large sphere that absorb all sodium light which is incident on it. Suppose so this light is incident on this sphere, then what happens? So this sphere absorb this sodium light. The wavelength of a sodium light is 589 nanometer. Okay, so this sodium light wavelength is 589 nanometer. What is the energy per photon associated with the sodium light? Okay, so how much energy is there per photon? So here we want to calculate. And next one, at what rate the photon delivered to the sphere. Okay, so how rate of emission of a photon. Next we want to calculate rate of emission of a photon. So this reason here we consider that the first one is the power of a bulb. So that one is 100 watt. And next one, so wavelength, already given that wavelength 589 nanometer. 589 nanometer. And here we want to calculate energy associated with photon. It means E is equal to question mark. Next, rate of emission of a photon. So N means the number of photon by T. It means emission of photon divided by T. So this reason rate of emission of photon. So that one is a question mark. So this reason energy of each photon, energy of each photon. So equation E is equal to h nu. So nu value is C by lambda. The next one, so here E is equal to H, it means 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 into speed 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by wavelength. So wavelength value is 589 into 10 power minus 9. Why? Because a nanometer is there. Okay, so here, so after simplification, 3.38 into 10 power minus 19 joule we will get. Next one, here so this energy value, it is in joule. So this one converted to electron volt. It means dividing this value by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Why? Because we want answer, it is in electron volt. It means 3.38 into 10 power minus 19 joule divided by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 electron volt. So its value 2.1 electron volt. Okay, so E value we get 2.1 electron volt. Next we want to calculate a rate of production of a photon. It means a rate of which photon are delivered to a sphere. It means the second one, rate of emission of a photon, or rate at which photons are delivered to the sphere. Okay, it means N by T. Okay, so N by T is equal to, N means emission of a photon, it means emptied photon. It here we consider that so power divided by energy of each photon. So energy of each photon. So this reason N by T is equal to 100 divided by 3.38 into 10 power minus 19. It means here we get rate of production of a photon 3 into 10 power 20 photons per second. Okay, so this one is a rate of emission of photons. Our next problem, the threshold frequency for a certain metal is 3.3 into 10 power 14 Hz. If light of frequency 8.2 into 10 power 14 Hz is incident on the metal, predict the cutoff voltage for photoelectric emission. Okay, so in this equation, so already given that a threshold frequency for a certain metal. It means so here we consider that this one is a metal and it's a require particular frequency, so that's one is a threshold frequency. When you apply this much of frequency, then what happens? So here we get photoelectric effect, and applied frequency we consider that 8.5 into 10 power 14 Hz, but a required frequency 3.3 into 10 power 14 Hz. So this reason, if you apply maximum frequency, means the kinetic energy of a photoelectron is increases. Okay, suppose applied frequency is 8.2 into 10 power 14 Hz, and here require, it means a threshold frequency, so nu naught we consider that 3.3 into 10 power 14 Hz. It means compared to this frequency, applied frequency is maximum. When applied frequency is maximum, then what happens? So kinetic energy of a photoelectron is increases. Okay, so but here we want to calculate a stopping potential. Yes, so here the first one, the given data, the threshold frequency nu naught. So nu naught value is 3.3 into 10 power 14 Hz, and applied frequency nu, so that's one is 8.2 into 10 power 14 Hz. Okay, so this one is applied frequency and this one we consider that a threshold frequency, and here we want to calculate cutoff voltage. So cutoff voltage means a stopping potential. It means V naught is equal to question mark. Okay, we know that equation, the kinetic energy is equal to energy, it means energy of photon minus work function. Okay, so kinetic energy EV naught, okay, is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. So nu means applied frequency, nu naught means a threshold frequency. Okay, so here we want to calculate a stopping potential. So that's why stopping potential V naught is equal to h nu. It means take h common here. It means a nu minus nu naught divided by E. And substitute the values. Okay, so h we consider that a Planck constant, its value 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. Okay, here V naught, it means V naught is equal to, okay, so V naught, it means a stopping potential, V naught is equal to, so h value 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 into applied frequency 8.2 into 10 power 14 minus and a threshold frequency, so 3.3 into 10 power 14 divided by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Why? Because so here we consider that electron, it means a charge on electron. So simplify this equation. If you simplification, then we will get the stopping potential. So nu naught is 2.03 volt. Okay, dear students, today we will discuss about some problems on dual nature of radiation and matter. The first problem, the work function of a certain metal is 2.14 electron volt when light of frequency 6 into 10 power 14 Hz is incident on the metal surface. Photo emission of electrons occurs. What is the maximum kinetic energy of emitted electron? Second one, a stopping potential, and the third one, maximum speed of the emitted photoelectrons. Okay, dear students, so in this problem, work function of a cesium metal is 2.14. It means, so here we consider that a work function. So work function already given that a 2.14 electron volt. 2.14 electron volt. Next one, when a light of a frequency 6 into 10 power 14 Hz is incident on the metal surface. Okay, so here the applied frequency, suppose, so nu we consider that 6 into 10 power 14 Hz. 6 into 10 power 14 Hz. And here, so photoelectric effect is occurs. So what is a maximum kinetic energy and emitted kinetic energy of an emitted electron and a stopping potential and maximum speed of a metal? It means a maximum speed of emitted photons. So that's why already given that one is work function, another one is a frequency, and here a required kinetic energy is equal to question mark and a stopping potential, so nu naught V naught is equal to question mark. So this one is stopping potential, and maximum velocity or maximum speed. So maximum speed is equal to question mark. Okay, so here we know that Einstein equation of a photoelectric effect. So that's one is, so kinetic energy or energy is equal to so here work function plus kinetic energy. So energy is equal to work function plus kinetic energy. So this reason the kinetic energy, so kinetic energy is equal to E minus work function. Yes, so you already know that E means energy. It means here we consider that E value is h nu, and work function we consider that h nu naught. So this reason, so kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. So that's why, so nu naught means a threshold frequency, but we don't want this h nu naught, but already given that here work function value. So this reason directly we consider that work function value. So that's why here the kinetic energy maximum is equal to h nu minus work function. So this reason here maximum kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus work function. So here h value, it means a Planck constant. So h is equal to 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. So this reason here h value 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 joule into here nu. So frequency is 6 into 10 power 14, and here, so this value we consider that in electron volts. So this reason here we consider that 1.6, it means dividing 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 electron volt minus, so work function already given that 2.14 electron volt. So this reason here, so simplification, this value, then we get 2.48 electron volt minus 2.14 electron volt. Yes, so 2.48 electron volt minus 2.14, it means 0.34 electron volt. Okay, so 0.34 electron volt. So this one we consider that a kinetic energy. Next one, we want to find out stopping potential. So stopping potential, so this one is a, first one is a kinetic energy, and the second we want to calculate a stopping potential. Stopping potential. So stopping potential, it means V naught. You already know that so maximum kinetic energy is equal to EV naught. So kinetic energy S is equal to EV naught. Okay, we know that value of kinetic energy. Already we find out the kinetic energy. So this reason the kinetic energy maximum is equal to EV naught is equal to, so kinetic energy value 0.34 electron volt. It means V naught is equal to 0.34 electron volt. Because, so here EE get cancelled. Yes, sorry, EE get cancelled. It means V naught is equal to 0.34 volt. Okay, and next one, maximum velocity, it means a speed. It means a third one, it means a C. So we want to calculate speed value. So speed, it means a kinetic energy formula. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Yes, okay. So this reason here, so maximum velocity, so maximum velocity is equal to, so simplified this formula, 2 into kinetic energy divided by mass of an electron. Okay, so maximum kinetic energy is equal to root of 2 into, so kinetic energy 0.34 into, so 0.34 electron volts. So this reason 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 divided by, so mass of electron 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. Okay, so simplify this equation. So after simplification, so maximum velocity value we will get 0.34 0.345 into 10 power 6 meter per second. Okay, so kinetic energy, so stopping potential and maximum velocity. Problem: calculate the momentum and de Broglie wavelength of the electrons accelerated through a potential difference of 56 volt. Okay, so here we want to calculate, one is momentum, another one is the de Broglie wavelength of a electron accelerated through a potential difference of 56 volt. Okay, so this reason here given that the potential difference V is equal to 56 volt. So this one is a potential difference, and here we want to calculate momentum P is equal to question mark, and next we want to calculate de Broglie wavelength, so that's one is also question mark. Okay, so first one is momentum. Yes, momentum. So momentum P is equal to, so P is equal to mv. Suppose if you consider that photon, P is equal to mc, but here we consider that a relation between a momentum and a kinetic energy. So momentum and kinetic energy, so in this relation we consider that a P is equal to root of 2m ev. Okay, so momentum P is equal to the whole root of, so first one is 2 as it is into m, it means mass of electron 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 into, so E, it means 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into V we consider that 56. Okay, so this reason here we get P is equal to 4.04 into 10 power minus 24 kg meter per second. Why? Because so momentum is there. And next we want to calculate de Broglie wavelength. So de Broglie wavelength, so this one momentum is first one, and second one is de Broglie wavelength. So de Broglie wavelength, so lambda is equal to h divided by p. We already find out the momentum, so this reason h value is 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 divided by, so momentum is 4.04 into 10 power minus 24. So after simplification we will get 0.164 into 10 power minus 9. So lambda, it means SI unit is meter. So finally, so lambda is equal to 0.164. So 10 raised to minus 9, it means nanometer.